If you are a graduate and you have successfully completed your bachelor's degree, if you have ever thought of coming to Canada for pursuing your master's degree, then this video can be very helpful for you, because I am going to tell you in this video how before even coming to Canada for pursuing your master's degree, you can guarantee your pathway to permanent residency of Canada. Yes, you have heard it right. Hi, my name is Baljeet and I am the director of Skylax International. In this video, I am going to talk in detail about one of the streams that can help you directly get a permanent residency of Canada as and when you complete your master's degree without any other additional job or employment requirements. So let's not waste time and let's get started. Canada has two provinces, British Columbia and Ontario, and both of them have such master's graduate stream. But right now I am going to talk about Ontario, and if you're willing to know about British Columbia, stay tuned. I will be coming up with that video soon. So today I'm going to talk about specifically Ontario. How does this work? How can you guarantee your PR before even landing in Canada if you are willing to do a master's degree? So first of all, let's see who should consider this pathway. Well, of course, Canada has multiple pathways, more than 80 programs through which you can apply for a permanent residency of Canada. Not everyone is eligible or not everyone is suitable for this program. So let's first talk about who should actually consider this pathway. So if you're a graduate from a bachelor's degree program, then this pathway can be for you. You can consider this. You should have successfully completed it, which means you should have already taken the exams, and you may be awaiting for the results, but you should be soon getting them. You can apply during your last few semesters, or you can it's preferable to apply once you have your degree or you know that it is going to be issued in the coming few months. If that is the case with you, this pathway can be for you. Then if you're willing to pursue a master's degree program, of course, not everybody is willing to spend time, money, and their energy into a post-graduation program. If that's the case, you're looking for some employment pathways, then of course this pathway will not be for you. You should be willing to pursue a master's degree program inside Canada. Then if you're willing to spend more than $40,000 on your post-graduation, then you should consider this. Most of the universities will have 2 years program, and they can cost around 40,000-50,000. The higher range is probably it goes up to $80,000, or in some cases even $100,000. But those are very rare scenarios. In most cases, around 40,000 to 50,000 will be enough in terms of your tuition payment to get your master's degree done in Canada for these programs. And of course, the last one, you should be willing to settle in Canada. Of course, if you're watching this video, I am assuming that you have all these conditions in place, and or if not, you are willing to get these conditions in place. If that's the case, then let's move to the next point. What are the requirements? What are the must-have things that you should have in case you want to apply for any of these master programs that make you eligible? So if you have completed a bachelor's degree of at least 3 years, and that bachelor's degree program credential should be acceptable across the world, across Canada, across the universities in Ontario. If that's the case, of course, this will make you eligible for a master's degree in Ontario. Most of the universities, though, they ask for a 4 years bachelor's degree if you want to apply for a master's in Canada, even in Ontario. So there are a few universities who can accept a 3 years bachelor's degree as well. But yes, at least 3 years of bachelor's degree is mandatory. At least 3 years of study is mandatory. Then second point, you are required to take the English language test. Again, in most of the cases, this test is IELTS academic, and the results that you must have is 6.5 overall with no less than 6 in any module. So 6.5 should be your average, and each module should be at least 6 bands. And if you're able to score this, then you're eligible for most of the programs. Very few programs make you eligible on 6 each. And of course, for some programs, the requirement may be even higher, up to 7 or 7.5 bands. Again, this depends upon the university. The ones that I have written is mostly for probably 75 to 80% of the programs, universities, for which the universities may accept you. And the third one, you should be able to apply for a relevant master's degree in Ontario. Now, what do I mean by relevant master's degree? Is that if you are planning to pursue a master's degree, it is very important that the kind of field, the kind of sector you want to study in, that particular study should be available in those particular institutions that make you eligible for this PR pathway. If such a program is not available and you're not willing to change your preference for the field of study, then of course you may have to think of something else, and you may not be able to apply or pursue this pathway. So if you have these three things sorted, you have a bachelor's degree valid, the credential should be acceptable in the universities of Canada, you have an IELTS language test, or you're willing to take that, and if you are able to find out a relevant master's degree program in Ontario, then of course, if these three things are sorted, you're eligible. Let's see what next. So once you're eligible, there is a list of programs, there's a list of universities that make you eligible for master's graduate program or the master's graduate stream for the Ontario's PNP, which means that Ontario has a lot of universities, and if you complete a master's degree successfully from one of these universities, only then you are eligible for under this stream. Otherwise, if you complete your master's degree from any other university in Ontario, for example, there's a private university, International Business University, which is not eligible. There are a few more universities that are not eligible for this program. So it is very important to study a program and complete the master's degree in one of these universities. I'll quickly go through the names of the universities. So Algoma University, Brock University, Carleton University, Lakehead, Laurentian, McMaster, Nipissing, Ontario College of Arts and Design, Queen's Royal Military College of Canada, York University, Trent University of Guelph, of Ontario Institute of Technology, of Ottawa, of Toronto, of Waterloo, of Windsor, of Weston, and Wilfrid Laurier University. The final is Toronto Metropolitan University. This was formerly known as Ryerson University. Now the name is TMU, Toronto Metropolitan University. So the most important criteria is that you must graduate from one of these universities. You must pursue your master's degree from one of these universities only in Ontario to be eligible for the Ontario's Master's Graduate Stream program to apply for the PR of Canada. Let's talk about how does it work. The most important question. Okay, we get you that if we study a master's degree program, you'll be able to apply for a PR. But how is it working? What's the process? So number one, let's go step by step. First, you need to get an admission into a master's degree in any of the eligible universities. Again, this is very important. You must get an admission into one of the eligible universities of Ontario only. Once you get your admission, successfully complete the degree program from the university. Obviously, if you're not able to complete the program because of any reasons, this won't make you eligible. So successfully complete it. Number 3 is intend to live in Ontario. Now, this is a little technical term. I'll just try to explain you in very simple language that how can you intend. Once you study in Ontario, your intentions can be easily built because you have a network in Ontario, you have been living here, you have completed your master's degree in Ontario, and then you know people around here. The only thing that you should not do is if you completed your master's degree, you got your 3 years of post-graduation work permit, which you are directly eligible for if you complete a master's degree. Once you got your post-graduation work permit, you should not live in any province other than Ontario. If you completed your master's from the eligible universities in Ontario, and you maybe got a job in Alberta, you moved to Alberta and started living there, then you won't be able to apply for this stream. If you went back home after completing your master's degree, or if you went to any other country, you're applying from outside Canada, that's fine, you're eligible. We can still prove that you intend to live in Ontario. If you are living in Canada, you must be living in Ontario. Post your study, when you want to apply for this program, when you want to apply for your PR after completing your studies, you should be living in either Ontario or living outside Canada. You should not be living in any other province of Canada. That is a very important eligibility criteria. Now, once you are fulfilling the criterias, and once everything is sorted, you're eligible. You just need to apply through the OINP EOI system. What is EOI? EOI is expression of interest. It's a point-based system in Canada, in Ontario, and it is different from the express entry system of the federal government. Ontario has its own point-based system, and you need to put your file in the pool, and the draws that we have got from in 2023 or 2024, they prove that if you have, whatever your profile may be, if you have completed a master's degree in Ontario, and if you have got a decent job, actually any kind of job, and you have at least a 6 score in your general training exam, you can score anything between 60 or 70. That's the minimum. Mostly I have seen graduates with points more than 70. I haven't seen any candidate of master's graduate stream unless until you were above age 45, then it may hamper your points. Otherwise, even after the age of 45, 50, if you're doing a master's degree from the eligible institutions and creating an expression of interest, you must be able to score around 55, 60. And the maximum draws that have come are in the range of 50 and 55 only, which means if you have completed a master's degree, it 100% makes you eligible. And once you put your file in the EOI expression of interest, and the province of Ontario will nominate you, then that's a separate process of how you need to submit your file. Then you get a PNP approval, and then you need to put up your file for the PR. So that's a different. It is actually a non-express entry system. So that's more of the technicalities of how to apply for your PR once you are eligible. But this is one program that actually makes you eligible right away, and this actually guarantees you a PR before even landing into Canada, because if you know that you have got your master's degree admission from any of these universities that are eligible for the program, if you're able to successfully complete the program, you're directly eligible, and that's what makes you directly eligible for the PR pathway. So coming on to the last point, if you're one of those who are willing to pursue this, of course you have all the information, and you can apply for your master's. Just make sure that you are applying to the right university, and sometimes things get a little complicated. For example, there are universities for which one of the campus is eligible for the Ontario graduate stream, but other campuses are not eligible, such as Algoma University. The Salt campus is eligible for this program, but Brampton and Mississauga campus, if you complete your master's from those campuses, then you're not eligible. So if you're able to follow the if you're able to follow the technicalities, if you're able to see through the conditions, and you can apply for the universities, if you can get the process done, if you can get your enrollment done, your admission, your offer letter, and then you can apply for a visa on your own, then of course you're good to go. You can target one of the universities and go for it. But if you don't have time, if you don't have time to research, or if you are a little inconfident, if you feel that you need a proper guidance where you shouldn't risk anything, because this is not a small amount. You're going to spend at least $40,000-$50,000 for something, and if you do something wrong, you may end up making a mistake, and which can cost you your degree or your PR. Right? So what we can offer for you is what we can do your complete process from the very beginning to the very end. And let's see how does it go. So first of all, we offer a free comprehensive profile evaluation, wherein we will ask for your documents, and we will evaluate your profile. We will see which universities you can apply to, and which courses you can apply to. Once the profile evaluation is done, we can at least let you know that whether you're eligible or not. If you're eligible, where can you apply, right? And then once your profile evaluation is done, we can get the successful admission process done for you, and we can get you an offer letter from one of the eligible universities. Of course, there are so many universities where you can apply and get an offer letter in probably 2 days, 5 days, or 10 days. But of course, those universities won't be eligible for the Ontario graduate stream. The admission process for these universities will be hectic. It will take time. It will demand a lot of technical things to be in place for you. Some universities or programs may even ask for an interview. So if you're willing to take this pathway, then I would really recommend you that you get someone to guide you, and of course we can guide you as well. We can help you through the process, so we can successfully guarantee you an admission if you're eligible to one of these universities. Then once you have your admission, then admission is not everything. You need to get a successful you need to do a successful application for your visa. Once you get your student visa, then only you can travel. So after Canada has introduced a cap on international students, the visa success ratio has significantly come down. But that's where we can help you. And if you have an offer letter from such universities, we can guarantee you a student visa, and we can do the whole process for you from the very beginning of collecting the documents to creating cover letters to recognizing what additional documents are required to make your profile stronger, and then to apply for your visa, and then once you get your visa. So this is one thing where we can help you out. And of course, these are technical things, and a guidance can really help you go through the process hassle free, and of course it saves your time as well. Finally, as we are doing this for more than 4 years now, we have the network. We have the network with employers in Ontario. We have the network of students in Ontario. The students are alumni who have already either they're pursuing or they have successfully transitioned into their PRs. So you can make use of that network if you're connected with us. If you get your process done through us, then of course we can get you can make use of that network to do things quickly and easily once you come inside Canada. For example, getting a rental, getting a place to live, getting a part-time job, or maybe applying for a full-time job post your studies. There are so many things that you can make use of once you have a good network already in place. And finally, once you have completed your master's degree, we can get your PR process done. Of course, you can get it done on your own as well, but if you would be willing, then we can get that process done for you. We are regulated Canadian immigration consultants, and we can represent your file in any of the provinces except Quebec. So in Ontario, we can represent you. We can represent you for the federal program. So from the very beginning, from a comprehensive profile evaluation to a successful PR application, if you want to consult, then what you need to do, just take a few actions. Number one, book a free 10-minute call with me or one of my team members, or you can book a 15-minute meeting online and follow the description. You will get a link. Clicking on the link will take you to a scheduling page. So you can book your slots over there. Whatever time suits you, just book it off, and we can discuss how to get your process started. Number two, if you have any queries, you can comment, and we would love to help you out, and we will make sure that you get a reply as soon as possible. Number three, share this video to anyone who you think can get an advantage through this information. If you think we managed to give you some information, then you can like this video. And last but not the least, subscribe to our channel, because I am going to come up with such more informative videos, and the next one is going to be about British Columbia's similar program. So make sure you subscribe and you hit the bell icon so that you can get a notification whenever we post the next video. Until then, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to book a call or consultation with me or one of my team members. Thank you so much.